Could one weird, simple posture trick help you get your child to do their homework? Well, it just might. Let me show you how. I'm going to show you in just 1 minute. You ever had extreme homework battles? I like to call it anything but homework syndrome, because kids will do anything but homework. They'll procrastinate, they'll throw tantrums, they'll get upset and cry, they'll drop things and make a mess, they'll forget their homework at school, they'll have to go to the bathroom over and over, they won't feel well, or they'll act all cute and distract you. Just about anything except do their homework. You end up spending hours for something that should take 20 or 30 minutes. It's so much wasted time that doesn't do anyone any good. It cuts into everyone's day and it causes relationship problems. It's horrible. Now, of course, they're doing this because they're in pain. They are having emotional issues around homework, but we'll cover that later. Let's get to a quick solution that can really help. Now, this solution is going to seem a little weird, so let me explain why it works before I show you. Otherwise, you're going to think I'm just plain crazy. This trick comes from Amy Cuddy. She holds a PhD in behavioral psychology from Princeton. She's an associate professor at Harvard, and she actually suffered from and recovered from a brain injury. This woman knows her stuff. Hat tip to Amy Cuddy for this. The idea is this. When we have certain emotions, it shows in our body. Have you ever seen a depressed, woe is me teenager walk? It's so hard. You know what I'm talking about. Well, the interesting thing is that this works in the reverse. Not only do your emotions affect your posture, but your posture affects your emotions. If you don't believe me, try standing like a depressed teenager for 3 minutes. Pause this. Go ahead and try if you want. Okay, well, I hope you didn't actually do that because you'd feel terrible right now, so don't do that again. It's probably better that we use postures that make us feel good instead of bad. Amy Cuddy calls this power posing because closed body positions, arms closed, hunched back, they're weak, they're feel bad positions. Open body positions are feel good power poses. We're going to use the most open pose of all. Jane McConigal is author of Reality is Broken, and she calls it Fiero. It's the victory pose. Everybody does it naturally. It's universal across all cultures because it's hardwired into us. So we're going to use the victory pose to change attitude. You start by taking a nice wide stance, hold your hands out like this, and smile. Now, for the best results, you're going to want to hold this position for 3 minutes. Okay, so sometimes teenagers are ornery, and if they won't smile, what you're going to do is you're going to take a pencil and put it in their mouth because it forces the smile, all right? So that's if they won't smile, but hopefully you can get them to be silly and smile like this. You can do lots of variations on this. Let's call this one the victory crawl. So you'll be in your victory pose and you're going to do straight crawls. So you'll do a few straight crawls. And then you're going to do just the knees, pushing up really high with your victory arms and your victory smile. Or if they're good at cross-lateral motion already, you can do your victory cross crawls. So again, push those knees up really high. Don't let them get all slouchy like this. You want to push the knees up really high and then leave the arms up in your victory pose and your knees coming across the body and make them smile. So you want to do this for 3 minutes, maybe more. This is going to get some blood flowing to the brain, stimulate new neuron growth called neurogenesis, and change their attitude for the better. After doing this, you and your child should feel great and be ready to get to work. Now, this is a great trick. I would do this before any homework session. It has some wonderful benefits and should really help. But it's not the whole solution. If your child is doing too much homework and what they really need to be doing is building up the fundamentals, then you'll still have a battle on your hands. Children who struggle in learning need to step back and build up the basics. They need exercises that will build their self-confidence. They need body exercises like this one to get their brain into high gear. That's why the learning success system is designed the way it is. It has all of that. If you are having homework battles, if your child fights you, procrastinates, has the anything but homework syndrome, then grab your copy of the Learning Success System. Click on the link in the description below.